Attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. Today we are covering the F3 derby in the A-League as Central Coast Mariners take on Newcastle Jets. Now, we would have our first serious piece of action only in the 14th minute, when Newcastle would have a free kick from a deep area. It would be punched out by Redmayne only as far as Alex Badalado, who would take a touch and hit a side-footed volley from about 22, 23 yards out and slam it into the top left-hand corner. This was an insane finish from a player who I think has a huge future for the Australian national team, Badalado. What a hit this was. What a start to the season for him. However, this lead for the Jets would not last long, as only 10-ish minutes later, the Mariners would go up the other side of the pitch. Max Burgess would put in a rough challenge and give away a penalty. Up would step Alfie McCalmont, who would slam the ball into the left-hand side of the net, sending the keeper the wrong way to bring it back to 1-1. And just mere minutes after that, some incredibly poor playing out from the back from the Newcastle Jets led to the ball being stolen by the Mariners, falling to the feet of teenager Miguel DiPizio, who would put a beautifully placed left-footed shot into the bottom left-hand corner to give the Mariners a 2-1 lead. Mariners would hold a 2-1 lead going into half-time, and it would actually take up until the 80th minute for the next goal to go in. This goal would go the way of the Jets, an equalizer for them, as Eli Adams would hit a really nice first-time shot, which would be blocked by Nathan Paul. However, Eli Adams would once again fight to win back possession. The ball would drop loose to Lockie Rose, who would power home a finish past the goalkeeper to bring it back to 2-2 with only 10 minutes of regular time to play. There was 8 minutes given for added time, and after 4.5 minutes gone, drama would strike again. As the Newcastle Jets would go forward, Aquilina would be taken down by Theohorus in the box, with the Jets winning a penalty. However, this penalty was saved by Andrew Redmayne. The ball back across the box from Badalado was missed from close range by goal scorer Lachlan Rose, and surely that meant the game would finish in a 2-2 draw. However, there was one last piece of drama to come. A long ball from Andrew Redmayne was dealt with awfully by the Newcastle Jets. The ball spilled loose straight to the feet of young striker Duarte, who finished it to give the Mariners a 3-2 win in the F3 derby in what is easily match of the round and the best F3 derby I've ever seen. Overall, this game was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Every bit of it was great. I'm going to rate this game a 9.5.